What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Good, the Bad and the Stupid. It's Friday the 25th of November. It's the last Friday of lockdown. It's the last Friday of lockdown. It's that's the big Friday feeling. That's a really good Friday feeling. So you've got to really make the most of it as the last Friday of lockdown. Make it count. And then next Friday you can get out and make that one count as the first Friday without the lockdown. So that's 2 heavy Fridays back to back. Some of you are like that. Yeah, that's one of 7 days a week that we're doing on the heavy while we're in lockdown. You got to make the. If you're stuck in lockdown, you might as well be pissed every single day. That's some people's motto. Make it a holiday. Make it an indoor holiday. Make it like a party every single day, and you're not going to stop until they let you out of lockdown. Brilliant. That's the way to. As long as you got the money and you got the liver, and you got the. You got the heart or the you got the brain for it. If you're good with hangovers, that's all right. Well, you don't need to be good with hangovers. If you're going to do that, you just drink as soon as you get up. You haven't got time to get a hangover. It's perfect. That's why alcoholics they live. I'll tell you what. I was going to say they live a shorter life. So I've seen some really old alcoholics, and they've been going for a fucking long time. And they're living on the street. I don't know how they do it. That's staying power. It might be something in that Frosty Jacks. Maybe it's like the apples in the Frosty Jack. But they've got longevity. They just keep going. Eventually they go, obviously. But so there's something in that. To all this fucking drinking and then feeling like shit all week. You've just got to drink all week. There you go. There's the answer. Right, anyway. And then you ought to be the ones who are going to be talking to the aliens, although everyone's going to think you're mad because you're pissed. But really, they're the ones that the aliens are choosing to talk to, because they're the ones who obviously nobody's going to take serious and believe, so they can talk to you and find out more about what's going on down on Earth. And as it happens, aliens exist across the galaxy. My favourite topic, the aliens. Aliens exist across the galaxy. An extraterrestrial hunter is an extraterrestrial hunter. So Dr. Douglas Vakoch said he set up a signal boosting sounds and stuff and contact into space, and the aliens are listening apparently, but they just won't break the ice. They're not saying hello. They're all listening, and there's lots of other people, other aliens. They're all chucking out these messages the same as we are, and nobody's saying hello to each other. Well, we haven't heard any, have we? Not that we've been told, or we're going to be told, apart from. Obviously, the down and outs, they're tuning in. They've been told, but the aliens, they're not saying hello. So we need to send something. We need to send something else up there. Something else like some different kind of sounds. Maybe send up some music. Send up some fucking some Bob Marley or something like that. They might get in touch with that. Something that they've got no choice but to start bobbing their head with their 10 eyes in, or their 10 heads with the 1 eye in, whatever they got, whatever the shapes they are. But it's got to be some music. They've got no choice but to start dancing, and they'll be like, "Hang on a minute, I'm getting into this." Next thing you know, they'll be tuning in and they'll be saying, "Hello, hello, hello. Have you got any more of that, please? Can you send some up? And while you're there, send up some Frosty Jacks off my main man who sleeps in Hyde Park. Me buddy, I don't know what his name is now. Anyway, that's to be continued. That one. Always going to be get the alien stuff on this podcast. A pervy cat burglar. It's actually a cat that burgles. Somebody's trained their cat. Well, the cat is going into people's houses and he's nicking their underwear. He's nicking their pants and knickers and bringing it home to its owner. So the owner's like, imagine if someone sent the police round and they'd be like, "You've nicked them all." "No, it weren't. It's my cat. Come on. I don't believe that. You've been nicking everybody's underwear in the street." Anyway, the cat has been doing it. And I was going to say, somebody's trained their cat to do that. Surely the cat doesn't understand to do that. But there you go. The cat is a nicker. That's what it is. The cat is a nicker. A furry, purry nicker. Anyway, so if you're missing any, in where are they? I don't know where they are. Anyway, Somerset. If you're in Somerset and your pants have gone missing, anyway, stop blaming your partner. Maybe your partner. Imagine the woman has had like sexy underwear going missing out of her drawer, and there's nobody else has been in the house. She's going to blame the partner, and he's going to, you've been wearing my underwear, or have you been having some women around here who've nicked my underwear? And he's going to say, no, I haven't. And she's going to say, I don't fucking believe you. Get your things and get out. Anyway, so and it was all the cats in the end. So David, I'm not calling him sir, David J. Delboy out of Only Fools and Horses said he hates or was slamming celebrities who are rude to colleagues and get carried away with their fame. I tell you what, you got to slap them bitches down. Anybody who's famous who tries to talk down to you, straight away, give them what for. 100%. Don't fucking take. If you're a waiter, it doesn't matter. You're going to get another waiting job. Whoever, if they talk to you like shit as a celebrity, you got to fucking tip the custard all over their lap by accident, or knock them on the head with the fucking gravy train and let that pour all over the back of their down the back of their slick back ponytails or whatever they got. Don't stand for it. It's the perfect person to bring down because they're not expecting it. They think they can talk to you like shit. Anyway, and he agrees with me, so I don't know where he's seen it because I've not read the story, of course. But it annoys him intensely when he sees celebs act as if they are better than their colleagues. So it obviously happens, and it happens quite a lot. Well, don't you try that on me, anybody. That's why this podcast is going to be flying alone, because nobody's going to invite me onto anything. Because nobody's even heard of me, for starters. But they're not going to invite me onto anything, because I ain't going to fucking stand for that shit. That's why. All this job for the boy, these fucking comedy programs on TV, it's all jobs for the boys. It's all the same people on each other's programs. Fucking winds me up. It's all shit as well. It's all shit and rehearsed. Not like this. Not like fucking top class like this. Unrehearsed and unfunny and uninteresting. Hey, I'm dissing myself there. You're saying behind that camera there, or behind the podcast, you're saying, don't wait, don't be so negative to yourself. We think it's brilliant, and we're all over the world. We're in some right weird places in the world, and we're listening to you. Anyway, the policeman who lost his job. The policeman lost his job yesterday. Oh no, sorry, the policeman who was in court yesterday after the DoughnutGate scandal. He's lost his job. I can't believe it. £9.95 box of Krispy Kreme donuts. He's lost his job because he apparently nicked them. He had a plausible excuse, which they're not accepting because they've looked at the CCTV. They've proper done a fucking, as if this was like a murder suspect. They've done a CCTV. How many hours have they spent going over the CCTV? Because he gave an excuse and they've gone, well, we've looked at all the footage and it looks like that excuse is bullshit. So they've like proper done like one of the proper like detective work on him to find out that he has nicked the Krispy Kreme donuts and now he's lost his job. It's like, please, he's done apparently he's done loads of good stuff in his job as well. That's one policeman less that we've got that's like trained. Now you've got to train somebody up. No, I'll tell you right here and now, no fucking policeman is innocent. If you went and really followed every single policeman around, you'd have to get rid of the lot. You'd have to get rid of them all. Everybody does something that's fucking not right, untoward or accidental fucking mistake or something that's like, illegal. Maybe they fucking drove over the 40 mile an hour, whatever. Maybe they've hit a car and accidentally and drove off because they didn't do much damage. Just scraped it. Loads of things. You can't sack them all. People make mistakes, they're people, and they're trying to do fucking shit that now somebody isn't going to be doing. Come on, I'll tell you what. Somebody send this podcast to fucking Caressa Dick. What's her name? Caressa Dick. Is that her name? Caressa Dick. That don't sound right, does it? Caressa Dick. I think it is as well. But that sounds like somebody's caressing a dick. It's something like that. I'll tell you what, I think that's her name. Her surname's definitely Dick. Maybe I've got her first name wrong. But I'm going to check that because that is her dad or parents have stitched her up with that name, if that's the case. Anyway, it's going to be cold. Next 48 hours, I missed it. I normally do the weather at the beginning. It's going to be cold. 48 hours, snow bomb next week. Temperatures plunging to -5. Great. Just as we come out of lockdown, we got a snow bomb. We're going to be freezing a fucking... I'll tell you what, I've given up on the African plume that was meant to be coming. That's bullshit. They just tried to cheer us up while I was in lockdown, going, oh, there's going to be African weather coming when you're getting out of lockdown. That ain't coming. That's gone. That's been and gone. It's bypassed us. France must have had a bit. They usually get better weather than us. What else am I going to do? Right, we're getting towards the end. It's Friday and we all want to get out of here. Nobody wants to be listening to me on a Friday, I'm sure. An armed robber raided a busy bank after customers mistook his disguise for a coronavirus mask. Of course, how is that the first time I've heard that? Surely fucking people must... That shows that a lot of criminals are dumb. Because that's the first thing you'd fucking think. That everyone's going to think I can go out robbing with the masks on. And nobody's going to notice straight away. So it gives me an opportunity to sneak up. And the element of surprise. Instead of like fucking, you know, everybody looking like I'm walking in with a balaclava on straight away. Yeah. So did he get away with it? He marched to the front of the queue. I saw him barge into the branch but didn't think much of it. Yeah, he got away with it. They're seeking for witnesses. Yeah, he was a bloke with a mask on. That's it. Done. Can't find him. Perfect crime. Anybody out there, now's your time. Get out there and do it now. Any armed robbery? Well, I don't like you armed robbers, actually. I'm not big on that. Well, armed robbers are alright if they're robbing off the bank. Don't hurt anybody, though. We all love an armed robbery film. It's fucking... no good for the people who are having the gun pointed at them, but, you know, we ain't going to have no films about armed robberies unless somebody does it. So we're going to have some armed robberies, I'm afraid. So don't work in a bank if that's the case. Don't work in a place. I'll tell you what, they used to fucking armed robber, the off license, the outdoor, well, off license, that's what you call it. We used to call it the outdoor, but they armed robber that every fucking month on my estate, council estate. They had to put bulletproof glass up around to buy chocolate. You had to have it through a drawer like at the bank teller because they were so sick of getting robbed that they had to put the and what were they robbing out of there? They probably get about £1,000. It's not worth the crime, is it? The time they probably nick the money and then nick right and give me some of those Twixies and some of those Snicker bars and some Walker's crisps. Oh, and some fags. So it's just a normal shopping really, and then they go on and get everything in the till as well while you're there. Right. Anyway, I think that is going to be the last one I'm going to do. No, I'm going to do one more because I can't finish up without telling you I'm going to do the last one. That's unprofessional. Noisy talk. Right, this is the last one. Noisy talk in restaurants puts diners off food, a study has found. But playing relaxing music boosts enjoyment at a meal. That's right. I agree. And also, when I'm in an Indian restaurant, I like the Indian music to be playing. I like to get the feel of the Indian... that gives it all the kind of feeling, doesn't it? I've been in one Indian restaurant, they were playing the fucking Top of the Pops or the Radio 1. Totally different. That's like drinking wine out of a mug. It doesn't work. To set the scene, you've got to have the sounds of the country. If we're going to eat in a Brazilian restaurant or a Chinese restaurant, play Chinese music or whatever. But don't play no music because that is, I've heard it. I've been in a restaurant when they didn't have no music on and all you could hear was the fucking waiters' feet. The waiters and waitresses' feet because it was a wooden floor and they had high heels on and stuff. That's all you could hear, click clop all the way up and down, back and forth. Thought I'm not eating then again. I'm not listening to that next time. I even made a suggestion. You put some music on in the background. Anyway, and then you can hear it. And when you get onto hearing other people's food, chewing their food, that's a no for me. Once I hear that, I can't tune out. That's all I can hear. People chewing their food winds me right up. So that's why I dine alone a lot of the time. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you have a good last Friday of the lockdown. Make it count and I'll do another one next week. See ya. Bye.